Hey y'all, welcome to the next lesson in the blending mode class at Hummy's World. And if you are just now finding us, we are in our ending lessons. And so please go to www.hummysworld.com and start at the beginning. In these ending video lessons, we are learning about techniques that you can use with the blending modes. And the technique in this lesson is to use filters on your textures. I've been giving you a download of a texture with every lesson, and some of them have been yummy, some of them not so yummy, but we've always made something good with them. And of course, using filters on your textures might take something from a not so yummy texture and make it yummy. So here is my image that we have made, and we're going to deconstruct it by turning off the visibility. And you can see this is an image that I took at Destin, Florida. And I love the way the sun, the low, I guess it's setting sun, might be rising sun, probably setting, is coming across the line there down the middle. Here is the texture I'm giving you. It's actually kind of yummy. I actually put something, I don't even remember what it was, something round, and kind of pulled it a little bit each time I put it down to create these interesting shapes on this texture. It's kind of fun. So I could just go through all the blending modes and see which one, or use them with more purpose now that we've been through all the lessons. See which one works. Of course, you know, your overlay and your soft light always work. And these are kind of cool, even just this way. But I made it, I think, even better by using the filters. And so let's duplicate this layer and turn off the first one so that it's tucked away in case we want to go back and use it again. And I'm in the full version of Photoshop, and we have to open the filter gallery. If you are in other versions of like Photoshop Elements, I do have a whole class on filters. So, and that's done all in Photoshop Elements. So maybe go watch the introduction video to that class if you want a little bit more about the basics of filters. These down here are also filters, but the ones that are in the filter gallery, if you go back to the Photoshop Elements class, you'll learn that some are in the filter gallery and some are not. Anyway, I'm going for the filter gallery. And the sketch ones, I think, are the best ones to go for textures. And so you can see this base relief is actually the one I chose, but I did go through all of them. I thought the chalk one was pretty cool with this texture. It's going to be different with each texture. Conte Crayon added some canvas kind of texture. There's your halftone. Plaster smoothed it all out. Some of these did not make much change. Now the stamp one was pretty cool. That would be cool. Oh, I like the photocopy one. It makes it kind of much more subtle. But the sketch ones are probably your best ones, but you could use any of them. There's the colored pencil. That's pretty cool. So you can see how each one of these changes. Ooh, that palette knife makes it kind of a watercolor. So, but each one of these makes your texture a little bit different. In my case, I used the bas relief, and I clicked OK. And then when we go through and we apply the overlay blending mode, look at the difference we get. Oh, it's just yummy. um, it makes a whole difference. Look at this one, the original and overlay, and you just see the circles. And if you go to the one with the filter on it, you still see the circles, but it looks more like glistening puddles of water to me. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one because I already have my original right here. And I actually have it on high opacity. So then I created my text. I've been tending to finalize my text after I get my texture on there, because to make it readable, it has to be a contrast to your image. And if you look, it doesn't contrast very well to just the photo. But because I made it so much lighter, I was able to make the text with darker lines on it to make it show. And then I said, well, I can't stop there. Got to do something else to it. Well, I kind of liked it all subtle like this without much color, but I decided to go back and I did add a hue and saturation that brought back some color. See, here's the before and the after. So it brought in some of the blues and the color of the sand, which I thought made a difference. And then I ended up just playing a little bit more, and I've got my art pack texture 29, which can be found in lesson 30. And I just kind of thought that I put it on multiply and lowered the blending mode to 36, and I really just thought that kind of made it feel good. It's muted and soft, and it just made that little bit of difference with it being a green texture. And I thought about how I didn't like this little stuff up here, and actually I zoomed in and I said, well, hey, look at those are little people, and this is a lady putting her baby out in the water. That's kind of cool. And I thought, well, I'm going to leave that there because that's like might convey some message to some people. If somebody would happen to zoom in and see that there's actually people in the photo, and the theme being letting things go, and I thought somebody might be helped by that message. Of course, I don't know what this is out here. I guess it's a boat. Looks like it could be a little buoy, but I actually think that's a boat out there, and I almost wanted to clone that out too, but I left it. And so anyway, no edges this time. I'm being free. I'm letting go of them edges. Because they are too heavy. They take time to create. No, not really. Go back to the other lesson, see how easy it is. Anyway, I'm giving you this texture. You can use any of the textures, though, in the previous downloads. And for your lesson, you're going to use any filter on your textures. And please give us your recipe. Get a screenshot of your layers palette and tell us what filters you used and what textures, so that we might try to go and get the same effects as you. Yes, we want to see how you arrived at your before and after. I look forward to seeing your images.